Hey guys, how's it going? I'm here on First Descendant, and I wanted to show y'all the Frenia build that I use to solo hard level bosses and go over it a little bit. So what I want to go over first is I'm just gonna hover over these real quick in case you want to kind of just see what I rock. But mainly on my external components, I focus on defense and HP because survivability is a thing in this game, and I like to do that. And I feel HP is better than shield because you can find HP on the ground by killing the ads that the boss spawns better than you can just relying on heavy shield. So I like to spec in HP more than shield. So that's my kind of with all my descendants except for like Kyle who kind of relies on shield. I focus more on HP, but that's what I use for my external components. I focus on defense and HP. The weapon that I mainly use in the Colossi fight is the Fallen Hope. When you re-roll the stats on it, I would just focus on the firearm attack, get that as high as possible, and then the others just go for weak point and stats effect stuff to make it do more damage. But what I have for mods is I have toxic enhancement to make it deal toxic damage so it can poison. Oh, I want to go over what it does. The Fallen Hope does more damage to poisoned enemies. So having your enemy poisoned, which is what Frenia does, is very good for this weapon. So that is why you want this bad boy. But toxic enhancement to make it deal toxic damage when my abilities are down so I can still keep the boss poisoned to get the buff from both the weapons ability and toxic conductor, which gives me a plus 26% attack when enemies are inflicted with poison. I honestly think now that I'm doing this, maxing this out is better than maxing out toxic conductor because this just gives you more overall damage, especially against different bosses. You can switch this toxic out for whatever. I have rifling reinforcements maxed out because it just gives you a base 32% firearm attack. I then have weak point leveled up because hitting the weak point on Colossi is kind of like the thing to do. So getting this more damage is nice. And then I also have this for the firearm attack that it gives you because it gives you actually a decent amount for not bad recoil. It doesn't make your gun jump up that much. But that's what I have on my Fallen Hope. And then what I have on my Frenia is you can have anything here. It doesn't have to be Shock Punch. I personally want to level this up, but I just don't have enough Coopier because Coopier is like the hardest thing to acquire ever, I guess. But put whatever you want here. It doesn't matter. You just want the 10 extra module capacity. I then have Technician. Technician is very important. Skill power modifier on just if you have anything that doesn't is amazing. You want skill power modifier. You don't want to just do skill power. You want the modifier to multiply your skill power, which makes you do a lot more damage. So I have Toxic Specialist to kind of go with skill power modifier. And then I have increased HP and defense because survivability. And then this is my favorite mod in the game, Apologetic Antibody. It just makes you survive so much more. If you don't have your resistances up, get this mod, put it on, you'll notice such a huge difference in your survivability when you are fighting Colossi and basically anything in the game. You want your resistances up because damage does damage. But that is what I've used to solo hard bosses. I'm going to show you a fight against the Executioner on hard, which is Frenia's best matchup, but I just want to show off this build. So I hope you guys stick around to watch that, and I thank you guys for watching this part. But I will catch you all in my next build. Peace out.